Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Okay, so I'm ready. Are you ready? Hello, welcome to Elite Talk. Okay, I have an immense amount of energy right now. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me and all of my energy. And a little bit of a ad. So I'm gonna play some nice, soft music. Welcome to the zone. This is a safe zone. You're free to speak to me about anything that you would like that involves consistency. This is what we're speaking about tonight, consistency, everyone. So, as usual, I'm going to remain consistent and share with you some of my ringing bowl sounds. Please let me know how it sounds for you. Blessings to everyone that got to enjoy the beginning of my singing bowl. I definitely enjoy working with my singing bowl because it clears my energy. It helps me feel more relaxed. Definitely still have a lot of energy though. Make that a fact. Okay. Just so you know, I got 2 streamings going. I am on IG and I am on Facebook at the same time. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Please type in your questions about consistency as I share my feed. It helps to see what everyone else thinks about consistency. I think it's very important to know about consistency, to be a part of making it more of a mindful action in your life. A lot of us think that just by getting up every day and doing the same thing, that is us being consistent, and that's enough of being consistent. And sorry to tell you, but that is not the type of consistency that we are requiring in our lives, right? So, check it out. It's a little warm before I'm going to put my heat on. So now I feel better. And it's nice and warm. So my thoughts on consistency. A lot of us don't really stress how much we like consistency in our life, how much we want others to be more consistent. And a lot of it is because we don't require it as a part of our self-care. Okay. And yes, 2009, self-care, self-love, self-realization. These are required attributes in our life that require consistency. Okay. It is essential to know who's being consistent with you. Is it something that you want to have in your life? A lot of times I've experienced in my life where people consistently make plans for me and don't tell me that I'm going to be a part of it, or that I need to show up somewhere. One of my kids needs to show up somewhere. And, when I bring it up to them, they're like, oh, well, I didn't think that this was going to be a problem. You know, you always go with the flow with everything. So, we just thought it was okay. And I'm like, just because I am a relaxed person and I'm go with the flow does not mean I don't require consistency in my life. I need to know what's happening in my day. I need to know what is expected of me. And it's important for my brain function, for the energy it takes for me to reposition the way I'm thinking, to reposition my flow of my day. It's completely changing my thought process. You prepare yourself. I don't know about you, but me, I prepare myself definitely to know what I'm doing today, to expect what tomorrow might bring, what next week needs to be taken care of and handled. I think about all of these things. So consistent thought process is important for me. So when someone comes and interrupts my thought process, this is where inconsistency is dragged into my energy, and I'm not a willing participant, And when you bring it up to others, they take it as basically you're being selfish and making a big deal over nothing because this is the first time this has happened. But if you're the one that is receiving all this inconsistent behavior, you're the only one that's going to realize this is happening. So we need to be more aware of how consistent we're really being with each other. And it goes for me as well. When I feel that grief with someone, and if I don't say something from the first moment and they just keep doing it, well, how are they going to know that they're affecting my consistency? And the only way they're going to know is by me telling them. So I have to remain consistent in my thought process in explaining to people the things that bother me. And it will allow them to remain consistent in their thought process on how they need to deal with you. Because that is when you allow someone to now treat you a certain way. They have an understanding of what your consistency requires. And this is so vital to understanding that there's consistency with the people around you, and there's consistency that you have for yourself. And they need to reflect each other. Because if you're not reflecting who you want to be in your life, your external world is going to keep consistently being what your outside world will consistently continue to be inconsistent. And that's what you're going to give to people. So it's essential to be aware of what it is to be consistent and how you can be inconsistently affecting people on a consistent basis. So consistency is a big topic that we do not talk about. And a lot of us want to just shy away from it and ignore it and think that it's not them or that doesn't happen to them. Think about your life. If you're not completely, there's 5 areas in your life that you know that you need to be a part of, right? You need to be a part of your family. You need to be a part of your work life. You need to be a part of your friends. You need to be here for yourself, and you need to be here for your parents, right? If you can say that all of those areas are in unison and everything's working the way that you want it, then you should be sharing how you make it work. And if you can't say that, then you need to figure out how to make it work and stop lying to yourself and saying it's not you. Because everything that is happening to you in your life is happening because you've given it to yourself. If you have headaches, you've given yourself headaches. If you have back pain, you've given yourself back pain. If you have some type of a sickness, trust me, you've given it to yourself. And you've accepted it, and you accept it every single day. And you're the person that you've made yourself, because you say yes every single day. You say yes to the inconsistency of not paying attention to yourself, of not living by the law of the land. Live natural, live authentic, be you. How much are you really being you? That is vital when you think about consistency. Consistency is such a big word in everything of us, and we don't talk about it. We don't even require this word in our everyday language unless we're talking about getting a job. How consistent can you be at keeping a job? Oh, if I can consistently stay at this job for 5 to 7 years, I'm going to make the money that I should have been making when I first got the fucking job. Really? Is this what we're telling ourselves? Because when you say those kind of things, guess what? You did that to yourself. You accepted it the day you said yes to that job, and you said, I'm going to wait 5 to 7 years to get some good money. Guess what? It'll take you 5 to 7 years to see that they're not going to give you anything until you ask for it. And that's when you'll get the money. And you're going to say, you see, it took me 5 to 7 years to get this money, because that's how long it took for you to want to think about it. Mm-hmm. So please share your thoughts with others. Be more open. If you think you're alive, show that you're alive. And if you're going to do it, how are you going to do it? Write it down, tell somebody. If you can't express to people what you're going to change about yourself, it'll never happen. If you keep those thoughts in your head of who you're going to be and what you're going to do, it's never going to happen. And I'll tell you why. Because you're keeping it in here. It doesn't just stumble out. It doesn't just accidentally fall out. You don't turn into Christina Aguilera. You don't turn into Oprah Winfrey by staying in here. All of those people became who they needed to be by letting it come out and reflecting. They reflected that they were going to be amazing, and that they were amazing, and that they are amazing, and they became amazing to everyone that agreed. So allow yourself to be who you think you are in here, because this matters. It matters so much to you that, trust me, someone else is going to want to see who that is. You just got to be consistent. Consistent. Keep showing yourself consistent. Keep showing yourself every day. So much to where this consistency is a requirement, and you see it playing out in your world. And you don't even have to think about it anymore, because it's already happening. It's already being you. You are the consistency that the world needs. Bring it out of you, and consistency will happen for you every single day. Let's see. I have my deck out so that I can share to show my consistency. I'm going to show you how consistent my cards are. With a lot of grief. That's what I see. Are your lives filled with grief? That's not something. Rather than grief, what do you want? Acceptance or grief? What do you want to fill your life with? Acceptance or grief? It's a valid question. What is more important about being consistent? This is something that's consistent in our society. What else can we stop being consistent with? Gossip. This one is talking about letting out your beauty, the heart. The color green is the heart. It's time for us to let out our beauty because we've been holding it inside consistently. What else should we let go of? Consistently being insecure. We should let go of that. Just stop being insecure. That's number one. It's definitely number one. Stop being insecure. Stop letting that be the consistency in your life. You ever think about that? That came up again. Ooh. Look at that. It's time to be in service. You know that. This was the one that fell. It's time to be of service. Stop consistently ignoring what it is you know that you should be doing. What is it that you should be doing? What is it that your mind is telling you? As I'm speaking, and I'm talking about consistency, and I'm talking about who is being consistent in your life, and what is being consistent in your life. What is your mind telling you? What is it that you should be doing? If you cannot share it with me in my comments, go ahead, message me privately. I'm here to help you. If you want the help, all it takes is for you to change the consistency in your life. Someone else. Oh, look at that. Have the faith. Put the consistency in your faith. This is how. It's awesome. Have faith in your wisdom. Have faith in your wisdom. And you'll expand. I love how my cards talk. It's to balance, acceptance. How many times this one came up, guys? You guys all want to be accepted. Ooh, don't be so confused. It's really happening. Energy is real. And the consistency of your energy. Well, would you relax? It's okay. You just gotta let it in. Don't let yourself be a victim. Don't be a victim, please. It's not about being a victim. There's no more victim. There's no more victimizer. In the world of growth, in the world of consciousness, there's no victim. There's no victim. There's no victimizer. There's just solutions. There's just building. There's just connectivity. There's flow and frequency. I know that you can understand that because you watch the water run down the streams all the time, just like I do. And you wonder where that water came from and where it's going. And how could it be so quick to go and not know where it's going either? That's what consciousness gives you. That's what building your mind gives you. Let ourselves grow into what we are meant to be. My cards like to throw out. Who's feeling guilty? These cards don't throw themselves out for nothing. You know, energy is real. You are energy. You're a part of energy. just gotta let certain energies go. Don't keep on holding on to this. How can we be more consistent? What can we consistently let go of? Could be more consistent in praying. How about you write down your prayers? You ever consider that? You ever consider writing down your prayers and not just thinking them in your head? Write it down. Get a book. Write it prayers. Write it your prayer book. You know? Do something that will be reflective in your mind and let yourself see it. Let your mind see that it's real, because your mind has a way of playing tricks on yourself when you keep it all in here. This is what my cards are good for. They show me what you can't see. Perception. All you have to do is change the perception. It really is. It's like opening one door, going and turning and opening another door, and everything that you thought was the same is now different, but yet the same. I can definitely show you how much of a miracle it will be. You will think it's a miracle. Look at that. These two came out. Recovery. Impact. Something is going to help guide you while you're in recovery. Love, faith, security, strength. These are the things that are going to help you and guide you to your gate. You know, I love these cards. These are one of my favorite decks when I get to give my clients this reading, because it can really show you what part of your body is being affected and how you can clear away that negative energy and really focus and ground yourself into being the person that you know that you're supposed to be. You can feel it in your stomach. You can feel it in your heart. These 3 videos posted. And then it can give you some insight about me, about who I am, and how much fun I am, and how supportive I am. I'm a really big cheerleader. I am consistently your cheerleader. I promise you that. And it's one of the attributes that are required of me as of being a coach, is to consistently show my clients a way into the life that they want, right? And it's up to them to consistently keep taking the information in order for that to happen. You know, all I can do is provide you the blueprint, give you the trail. I can lead you down it, but I can't make you, keep following me, so that's always the trick. And consistency is what's going to help you to keep following me. Consistency, requiring consistency is going to help you keep following me when you decide to be a client with me. And it's going to work, and you're going to see the results, and you're definitely going to see how to not receive results that you don't want, right? You're going to understand the equation, like, oh, if I do this and this, I'm going to get that, and I don't want that. Thank you for showing me how X and T do not equal A. This is so vital to understand. A lot of us just don't know the right steps to take to create a much more positive lifestyle, a much more consistent lifestyle and behavior from other people. You gotta want to be in control of your life in order to want to receive services from an empowerment coach. You are going to have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, how conscious am I actually being? Because a lower consciousness allows you to keep cycling in the same results that you don't want. A higher consciousness is going to always strive for results and solutions and different outcomes. A higher consciousness is always going to want to keep getting a different vibration until it feels the vibration that it resonates with. That's what the higher consciousness is ultimately doing. Your lower consciousness is going to allow you to keep going the same way and trick you to think that you're making better choices. And ultimately, you get stuck and you keep being the old you, because you keep thinking it's not you and you keep thinking it's other people. And until you realize that everything that happens in your life is you're going to keep experiencing the same situations, the same outcomes. Different people, though. It's going to be different people, different settings. Sometimes it's going to be you, and you're not even going to realize how consistent you're being inconsistent in your life. Self-care is going to help you realize how much more you can raise your consciousness. Self-realization is going to help you realize how much you can increase your consciousness. And self-awareness is going to help you be consistent. And the more you understand how much more you can be consistent for positive things in your life, you can see much more easier how you've been consistently doing the wrong things and being inconsistent consistently. It's a big topic, I know. And it's not something that you can just allow yourself to just change overnight. A lot of us need help. Don't think that these are things that you are supposed to figure out on your own. We all have lives and we all already have a lot of things going on, and we have to allow someone to help us. We have to require a change that we've never expected of ourselves before. Hell, I have my own coach. I just came from a coaching call. It gave me so much more understanding of valuing what I'm doing more and taking to face value who I am, why I'm here, and how I'm going to help. I'm Marjorie. I'm a great soul. I have come into this world to share the love that is residing within me that a lot of people don't know how to share. And I'm willing to break it down for you wherever it is that you are in your life so that you can start experiencing these happy outcomes, these happy endings, and start seeing the consistency you want in your life. That's how I'm going to help. I have the blueprint for any personality, any person willing to see themselves change, anyone that wants to know what it is to be different. I can get that to you, but you have to want it first. And the first step is to at least allow consistency in your life and see what that word means to you. Consistency. So think about it. I know it's hard to accept who you're being sometimes, and writing it down is going to definitely push you into a stronger thought process. Require it. Keep consistent. Stay blessed. I love you guys, and I appreciate everybody that watches all the way to the end.